At you too. Let me just show you. Oh, now you don't want to be adorable? My little lesbian kitty cats. Do you love each other? Do you love each other? Oh my goodness. Gentle. Be gentle with your Lissa. Oh my god. Guys. Oh my god. That's right. Give her kisses. Clean those ears for her. Oh, baby cat, you're so cute. You thought this was going to be coffee magic, but it's really cats and magic. Lots of grooming. Ugh, they're so cute. I can't stand them. He loves her Perlissa. Oh my god. Alright. Back to what we were doing. All right. Mm. I've been very fortunate. Oh my god, you're so cute, you two. I just can't stand you. I'm gonna come bite you. Um, Perlissa's got me a few times, but I've never had like a little tiny kitten that does that. But from what I remember, your kitten is also orange, so and a boy. All right, I need to get focused here because I'm going away for the weekend. It's my graduation weekend, which is actually Saturday is my graduation day, and I am not going to the whatever graduation thing because I did that already in my life, and it just was like not even fun, and it was long and boring, and you have to pay for your cap and gown, and I was like, honey, I'm gonna take that money and get myself a massage. So mail it to me. You know what I mean? But I'm getting ready to go out of town. I'm ready to get my period any second because that's great timing. And we are doing it. Also, divorce papers signed. I'm telling you, things are wrapping up. They're wrapping up. Thank you guys. So, okay, in honor of so many things happening all at once, what should we do today? A celebratory beverage, if you will. So obviously, I'm going to give you 3 different celebratory beverages, and one will be non-alcoholic. Yeah, we have a lot to celebrate this weekend. I should probably run over there and sign them too. Obviously, we're going to do champagne. So it's going to be champagne, tequila shots, and for my teetotalers, some kombucha. Champagne, tequila shots, or kombucha. Or maybe champagne, tequila shots, then kombucha. Whatever, right? Excuse me. Shuffling. I have to tell you that this weather needs to stop. It's so wet outside. My hair, like I have so much product in my hair just to make it look this frizzy. And my skin, I have like foundation, primer, and spray primer and powder just to keep myself from looking like an oil slick because I'm not a humid girl. Like I don't do well. I need like 40% humidity. 35 to 40 is like ideal for me. And anything above 50, she melts. She melts, you know? I'm hoping it's a little less humid in West Virginia, but I don't know. Everywhere seems very soggy. Very, very soggy. Again, your choices this morning: champagne, tequila shots, or kombucha. All right, shuffling right now for champagne. Tell me when you're ready for champagne. Again, champagne, tequila shots, and kombucha. Go with it. Hi, Valerie. Again, the choices today are champagne, tequila shots, and kombucha. I have champagne here. We have the dog, the fire fairy, and the Merlin. Wow. The dog, fire fairy, and the Merlin for champagne. Okay, so let's get into it. With the fire fairy is like moving forward on a project, right? Like you've got the motivation, you're getting it done, like let's do it. The dog is asking you to make sure that as you go for it, you're still rooted in yourself and your why, right? Whatever you're up to probably originally started with this idea of centering yourself finally, right? Like with truly loving yourself, listening to yourself, and all of that. It's just reminding you that you need to stay aligned with that through the entire process so you don't get off base, right? It'll be very easy, of course, to fall into old habits and get into more like a fear based or like ego based way of acting. Just remember to come back to that love of self and rooted in that love energy. Then you also have the Merlin, which is the masculine side of the magic. So it's between these two, like it's cooking. Like it's not just cooking, it's being served. So go get it. Just stay true to you. That feels like a very celebratory champagne kind of vibe, doesn't it? All right. Shuffling for tequila shots. So we've got celebration, fun, and gut health. Tell me when you're ready for tequila shots. It's like 10 o'clock. Let's bring it. Okay. This is an interesting one. I'm just letting you know. We've got restriction, the eagle, and birth and rebirth. Okay. So let's talk about birth and rebirth in the eagle. So, like, basically, this next version of you and your life is literally happening. It is connected to some much more higher self vibrations. It's what you've been working towards. And sometimes the birth rebirth process is messy, but it's happening. But you have the restriction card, which means that at the same time is like you're being brought into this new energy and feeling like super like on vibe, right? you're also blocking yourself, right? There's this feeling of, am I worthy? Is this right? What if it doesn't work out? What then? What then? What then? And that is going to be a very you problem, right? This is all for you, all in yours. And unless you decide to turn it into a reality, the restriction's just going to move along because you're going to continue on with this process. But acknowledging and honoring the fact that you do feel stuck only because of some old programming will help to make the old programming less effective on you, right? Restrictions typically mean that it's not that you don't have choices, it's that the choices ahead of you feel like not anything you want to choose, right? But there's always choices. There's never not a choice. It's just, do we like those choices? So I would say if you're in that space right now where it's a little confusing because it feels like everything's popping, but at the same time you feel stuck, just sit, be where you are, and understand that if it's a stuck feeling, it's going to move. And some of this is very perception based. You are like locked and loaded in this, and it makes sense to get scared sometimes. Okay. So, no problem. Okay, tequila. And last, we have kombucha. Oh, hi, Anna. All right, here we go. Burden, joy, and the frog. Burden, joy, and the frog. All right, so this is a very you got a to-do list kind of pull. It's time to clean your closet out. The frog just means that by itself, right? It's like emotional baggage, releasing that, cleaning your house, like clearing things out. But then you have the actual burden card. So there's something that you've been harboring, holding on to, allowing to take up a lot of space in your energy. And it's time to like let it go. Because the other card is joy. So like what are you so afraid of losing, right? Like release the burden, allow the joy in. It's that quote unquote simple. Release the burden, let the joy in. And I would also add with the frog here, take a little time on your space to make it a container for your joy. Does that make sense? Like even little things. Something I do when I have the emotional capacity in the nighttime is I think about future Sarah, tomorrow Sarah, and what can I do tonight to make tomorrow, like future Sarah or morning Sarah's morning even better. And do I always do this? I really don't, but sometimes I really do. And when I do, it makes me smile, right? Because last night Sarah went ahead and set all my coffee stuff up, right? Last night, Sarah cleaned the kitchen so I don't have to wake up to that mess. Like just little things that help me to feel better in my space and like put a little smile on my face, right? Create a container for joy, whatever that means for you. Release the junk. All right. I am liking this morning's card pools. They seem really aligned with some celebration and some really good movement coming in, some good energy, especially after this full moon in Scorpio. It's always bringing that scorpionic energy. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I am going to do my best to do that and celebrate and just kind of marvel in the fact that I'm finally done with school and apparently getting divorced. So, Priscilla, if you go in that piano, anyhow, love you guys. Mwah. I'll see you next week.